Hi there guys, and welcome on my channel. Today not with FIFA but with Call of Duty. What I'm having for you is a Quickscope tutorial for beginners. When I started playing Modern Warfare, it was Modern Warfare 3 a few years ago, and I entered some online lobbies. I thought all those snipers in game are cheaters or hackers or whatever, because they were shooting me with one shot from a shorter distance, not as usual from a long distance. And what of course I didn't knew was that they were quickscoping, because this was something completely new for me. So I had to do some research. Now let's have a look at the definition of quickscoping, or the reason why quickscoping exists. The idea behind quickscoping was to give snipers a chance to defend themselves in situations where pulling up the rifle, looking and aiming through the scope would take too much time compared with opponents using assault rifles or guns. To shorten this process, the developers allowed higher tolerance whilst aiming when the process of pulling up the rifle and looking through the scope happens in an instance of a second. This also means that in this special case the opponent has a bigger hitbox than usual, so that in kill cams a shot often looks like a miss and not like a hit. There are also three different kinds of quickscoping. The first one is the normal quickscoping. That means you are aiming and scoping up in a vertical line. The barrel of the rifle is centered and you shoot your opponent in the hitbox of the upper body. The second kind of quickscoping is the so-called drag scope. This often happens accidentally when your opponent is moving and you try to follow him with the barrel of your rifle in a horizontal or diagonal way while aiming and scoping up at the same time. So you drag the shot over the hitbox of your opponent. The third one is no real quickscope, it's a no-scope. But as this also happens very fast, you may also call it a quickscope. It simply means that you don't even pull up the barrel and just shoot from the hip because the opponent accidentally pops up in front of you, for example behind a corner. Let's look at the mechanics of quickscoping. When you take a normal shot, you should always try to hit the upper body to be lethal. When you are quickscoping, it sometimes looks in kill cams like if you would have missed. But as I already said in the description, the hitbox is increased while quickscoping, so the green area around the upper body of the opponent is still lethal. Hitting the orange area will also cause damage and will give you a hit marker, but is not lethal. Not only the vertical hitbox is increased, but also the horizontal hitbox, which allows drag scoping. The procedure of quickscoping is described in thousands of tutorials on the internet. Pull the scope up until you see the black screen of the scope, like banging it to your head, and pull the trigger. This happens in about a quarter of a second. The more interesting thing is how to combine a good accuracy with this procedure. And this is the main problem for beginners and needs a step-by-step exercise. This will be the next clip of the tutorial, because before we begin to exercise we need the correct setup for our sniper to quickscope. Okay, now let's build our quickscoping class. It's a sniper class, and of course we need a sniper rifle. I'm choosing the USR. Our snipers prefer the L115. For me, the USR has the higher impact, the higher damage. I can't tell you why, I just feel more comfortable with this weapon, so I am choosing the USR. As attachment, I highly recommend the chrome lined attachment. It increases the damage, decreases the accuracy, but that is not so important for quickscoping. So the chrome lined attachment is a must-have. As second attachment, many snipers use extended mags. But for you as a beginner, I highly recommend thermal scope. It just helps you to locate your enemies earlier on the battlefield. And we want to exercise quickscoping. So if you see him a little bit earlier than normal, you have the chance to practice quickscoping a little bit better. I'm not choosing a secondary weapon or any tactical things or something like that, because I want to keep all my slots for the perks. If ever you choose a secondary weapon, you lose a perk slot. Some of you may want to use an IED to have some fun with your enemies, but I think it's not necessary. If you want to quickscope, you do quickscope, so you have all the slots for the perks that you need. There are 3 perks necessary to quickscope. The first one is quick draw. The next one is steady aim. And the third one is ready up. Just if you come around the corner and have to quickscope real fast, you're happy if your weapon's ready. So the next perks are free to choose. In online matches I prefer Incognito and Hardliner, but you can choose whatever you want. This is the overview of the perks you should use and some other perks you may want to use. Okay, let's carry on. I choose support for the strike package just to keep the kills, to keep the points. And I really love this additional squad member. He's such a beast, he makes so many kills in my matches. I really love this guy. And then I'm choosing Oracle, and just for fun Odin to drop some care packages and a Juggernaut. You may choose whatever you want to. So this was the last part of the setup, and now our soldier is ready to quickscope. But as I said, this will be another clip. This will be the second part of the quickscope tutorial, how to exercise quickscoping step by step for beginners. I hope I could give you a good outline of quickscoping, and I hope you liked it. If so, please leave a like or a comment. Hope to see you soon with the second part. And at the end I got some clips of quickscoping, drag scoping, no scoping, and of course some fails. Have fun, see you next time, bye bye.